Alrighty. Hello. So this is just a quick check-in on how the Unreal project is going. The lighting might look quite different. That's because this is now in Unreal Engine 5. Most of the building is still the same. I updated some of the materials, but I spent most of the time figuring out the new lighting system. This is using Unreal Engine 5's Lumen. It has a real-time global illumination, which is indirect bounce lighting. So you can see if I start to move the sun around, the lights around the sort of the ceiling, all that bounce lighting gets recalculated in real time. So if, say I was to make it like sunset, it gives it a little bit of time. Now you can see everything has that nice orange glow, and the light is pretty accurately bounced around. But this allows the feature that I spent probably the most amount of time getting set up and trying to figure out. If I were to go and simulate the game, you can see what the sun is now. After about 5 seconds, I will climb up here in the top left. You should see it'll snap into this position, and this is accurate to the actual location of the fifth bullet hole. So this is set to it's like whatever longitude and latitude of the hole, and set for the correct month and the correct year. So that sun is exactly where it is right here at 10:15 a.m. And all of the light is passed accordingly. And say I were to go change my time zone, let's go maybe ahead 3 hours, something like that. Once I come back to the game, you'll see the light gets moved again. And let's set it to maybe like nighttime. Like that. So that now we have things set to the right time here. If I were to be the islands, so set that back to start time. Some of the other stuff I've worked on, started out with some rough models. We don't have any. I have maybe 20 minutes. We have some of the storage containers. Working on making some of these discs here. The robot arms are all the same. I don't know what happened to the 2 converted models I had on the Unreal Engine 4 for Haas BF2. So I have to re-import those, and I'm planning, again this weekend, I'm just going to spend a day and import as many of the CAD models for all the machines in, place them around. But other than that, I've started loosely placing things kind of roughly where they're going to go. Now that I got the lighting system set up, now I can start filling out the lab and not have to worry about calculating any of the lighting. And as for Unreal Engine 5, I'm liking it so far. Seems a lot more stable than how it was when I was messing around with the early access. Some of the limitations that I've been able to find, though, is specifically for VR, which I know that would be further down the line, but at the moment they don't have any plans of currently supporting it, so if we were to do virtual reality for a training environment, that would have to be in Unreal Engine 4, but it might be easier to just work in 5, and then if we need to do VR further down the line, we can just port it back over to 4. But one of the nice things about Unreal 5 is the nanite system. So I'll pause this, set this to so here you can see all the triangles that are being grouped up together. This is a virtualized geometry system. But this allows for higher quality models, and none of these have quite taken advantage of it yet. The only thing with nanite is you can't have any moving bodies, so they'd all have to be static objects. But for the mills and the lathes, the outsides, all those really high poly CAD models, that'll be great. The fact that we can use nanite and reduce some of that cost of drawing all those triangles. So some cool stuff. Most of it's pretty similar, but it's pretty much what's been updated.